So Elon Musk, the Tesla CEO, just exposed himself as being the biggest fraud in stock market and Wall Street history. That's the subject of today's video, and these were the headlines today as earnings reports just came out. Tesla caps roller coaster year with mixed fourth quarter earnings. You also have this: Tesla fourth quarter results miss estimates as automotive revenue drops 8%. And Tesla sees disappointing fourth quarter earnings amid declining car deliveries, and Tesla's profits slide over 70% in the fourth quarter. What's going on, guys? Basically, Tesla's numbers aren't very good. They missed all the Wall Street estimates. So you got your profit margins down, you got your revenues down, you got your earnings down, all these things. Basically, Tesla's not that great. But we already know this stuff. And honestly, it's not about the numbers. It's about Elon selling you the dream. What this essentially is a pyramid scheme. And frankly, it is so egregious. That's what I'm saying. It's the biggest fraud in stock market and Wall Street history. And Elon Musk is frankly an idiot. It's obvious the more and more that you hear what this guy has to say. And he's also propped up basically by a bunch of corrupt Wall Street and social media influencers, etc. For example, you'll see this: 90% of Tesla's story is about AI and autonomous driving. That's Webb Bush's Dan Ives. This guy, you'll see him on TV from time to time. This is an actual Wall Street person. He goes out and wears a literal clown suit. You can see it, like this green jacket, flower shirts. That's the kind of stuff he wears. And then he just goes on and just tells you how Tesla's going to go to the moon and be the most awesome company of all time. The thing is, like anyone who knows just a little bit about stocks, and for you guys who don't know this stuff, basically you can rate stuff on, hey, what's the price of a stock compared to how much money a company actually makes, right? Like their bottom line, basically. And Tesla is always grossly overvalued. On top of that, Elon Musk is pissing off his original fans. Like the original fans tend to be Democrats in California, that kind of stuff, people who care about the environment or people who want to be cool. Republicans who live in red states, they're not going to buy Teslas. Europeans are pissed off at Tesla as well. And so that's sort of what we're watching. Even Morgan Stanley was saying, here is the headline: Cybertruck price should fall as Tesla deals with demand challenges. Elon Musk was promising everyone, oh yeah, we're going to grow 20 to 30% this year, and like revenues declining in your cars. Morgan Stanley was saying, well, Elon might have said 20% growth in Cybertrucks or whatever cars. Maybe it's going to be 10, but I even question that. I think they're in real trouble. So the story that Elon Musk was saying in earnings report is, guys, we're going to have these awesome robots. It's going to make our company the most valuable of all time. We're going to be the greatest company in the world. And this is, I'm just showing you a picture of the robot. This is actual Tesla marketing. When we look back in history of this stuff, we're going to laugh. We're going to be like, what the F was this? Humanoid robot watering your plants, playing with your kids, etc. This is the kind of crap that Elon Musk says. This is a transcript from their earnings call. It says here, doubling is not enough. We made many critical investments in 2024 in manufacturing, AI, and robotics that will bear immense fruit in the future. Immense. That's from Elon Musk. He stutters a lot more than me, but you get the idea. Like it's, in fact, to such a scale that it's difficult to comprehend, right? He's saying Tesla's going to grow so much, it's like, difficult to comprehend. It's like so big. and when you go through this stuff, you have to remember, like, think of Elon Musk as a 13-year-old boy that basically lies to you about everything, right? And this is actually truthful. He lies about being good at video games and pays people to play for him, and then acts like he's like the best video game player in the world. So that's essentially his mentality. And this is actually his earnings transcript, right? It's going to grow to such a scale that is difficult to comprehend. And I've said this before, and I'll stand by it, right? This is Elon Musk's quote. I see a path. I'm not saying it's an easy path, but I see a path of Tesla being the most valuable company in the world by far. Not even close. Like maybe several times more than, there is a path where Tesla is worth more than the next top 5 companies combined. There's a path to that. Elon Musk, this is literally what he says. There is a path where Tesla is worth more than the next 5 companies combined. So basically, just to show you a list. So that means he's claiming that Tesla will be worth more than Apple, worth more than Microsoft, worth more than Nvidia, worth more than Amazon, and worth more than Google when you add all of them up, just think about it. Just let that sink in, right? Do you really think that Tesla's going to be bigger than, okay, let's add Apple to Microsoft, to Nvidia, to Amazon, and to Google, add all those companies together, and Tesla's going to be worth more than all of them combined. It's obviously ludicrous, but you have to remember much of this Tesla thing, I told you guys before, it's a pyramid scheme. And remember, Elon Musk's worth is based on the price of the stock. He then borrows money based on the price of the stock. And it's all about his influence is based on this house of cards pyramid. It's obvious when you see this crap that he says. I thought about torturing you with his voice, but I was like, you know what, I'll just go through the transcript because I get so irritated. I have to listen to this guy myself, so I won't torture you. But I will go over a bit of what he says because you have to call these things out, and you realize like, oh my God, this guy's a total fraud. This Elon Musk also says this. We laid the groundwork for that in 2024. We continue to lay the groundwork for that in 2025. In fact, more than laying groundwork, actually started building the structure. We're building the manufacturing lines, okay? And for Musk, he's always selling you some pipe dream about the future, right? It's all a scam. And I like setting up for think an epic 2026. That's according to Elon Musk. Epic 2026, right? So basically, forget about this year. They already know they're declining. It's like you keep pushing off into the future. And this is the funniest crap. Is this like, how do people fall for this thing? I think there's a lot of stuff going on here. There's a possibility there's foreign money coming in to prop up Musk. There was just a report coming out that there was a Russian politician high up, like one of the richest Russians out there, had money in SpaceX illegally. There's supposed to be sanctions on the guy, and Citibank's involved with that kind of thing. So who knows what's going on? Is there foreign money coming in to buy Tesla stock to prop this stuff up? Who knows? I'm just saying, because the numbers and the nonsense from Elon is so obvious. The numbers are so obviously bad, and the nonsense from Elon is so obviously stupid. It is so ridiculous when you go through this. So this is Elon Moore. He says, and I'd like setting up to what I think is epic 2026 and a ridiculous 27 and 28. Ridiculously good, right? So, I mean, okay, I guess we just forget about this year, right? And I guess you're gonna be awesome the next couple of years. That's the pyramid, right? You always push it down the line and you make these big promises. This is my prediction, come from Elon. As very few people understand and value of self-driving and our ability to monetize the fleet. Some of these things I've said for quite a long time, and I know people have said, quote, well, Elon, the boy who cried wolf, like a wolf several times, but I'm telling you, there's a damn wolf this time, and you can drive it. So it's so stupid, right? So he's trying to make the case that Tesla's a wolf and it's going to be awesome, etc. There's a couple other things that was really interesting and worth noting, though. He had his CFO come out in the earnings call. They said the tariffs could actually really hurt Tesla. The other thing that would really hurt Tesla also is if Trump people cut all of the regulatory credits, for green energy kind of stuff. If they cut the tax credits for, incentives for buying the cars. And so actually right now, the regulatory stuff is helping Tesla prop up their profits. On top of that, there's an accounting thing, which a lot of people might miss. It was in the first part. There's like a little line of it. It says digital assets. So it doesn't say Bitcoin specifically, but then the CFO said in the call, I mentioned Bitcoin. So here's the headline here. Tesla reports 600 million Bitcoin profit jump after digital assets rule change. So in order to prop up their profits, and remember, they already missed Wall Street profits. And without this Bitcoin stuff, without this regulatory stuff, their profits would fall maybe by as much as half. That would be pretty bad. It would be ugly. And already the stock is overvalued, right? The P's are like in the hundreds, 150s or whatever, stupid number it is. And like I said, the numbers don't even matter anymore at this point. Because we all know it's a failing car company, and it's just all fed pipes and oh next year. And like I said, how long can this stuff go on? So what is interesting though is like will this Bitcoin thing end up being a one-time accounting thing to where they can prop up their supposed profits? Because I don't think they're selling the Bitcoin here. I think you're just counting it as going up or down, and this thing could fluctuate like nuts. And for those of you who love Bitcoin, you say, well, Chris, you're so stupid. Bitcoin's going to be worth, a quadrillion, gazillion, bazillion, dollars. And, Tesla's so awesome to have Bitcoin. So that's how they're propping up themselves is Bitcoin regulatory credits. There may be more cooking the books involved with Tesla as well. I wouldn't be shocked at this point. And this is serious, guys. I listen to, a lot of earnings calls, and CEOs generally don't just come out and just say, yeah, we're going to be worth so much more money, worth, more than the top 5 companies in the world to combine. No one says that. or make these stupid promises of these products that will never develop. Now they're promising you, yeah, it's always something in the future. They're promising they're going to have some sort of robot driving in June in one city, Austin, Texas. They're claiming, oh yes, these cars, they work great for driving in our factories. It's like, can anyone take this stuff seriously? It's like so stupid. Because I'll tell you the truth about this stuff, guys. If Tesla were serious about these kind of things, you would hear it from regulators like, hey, Tesla just got a license to drive the robotaxis in here, and they got the license to drive it here, or you'll get it, or they would be rating their self-driving. Right now, I think they have a rating of 2. It goes on a scale from 1 to 5. They're number 2. Other car companies are like 3s and 4s. It doesn't work. And there, he was even asked a question of like, hey, are you gonna put radar in your car? And he kind of danced around like, oh, no, I don't like radar, that kind of stuff. Basically, many people said who are experts in this kind of field saying your robot driving is not going to work unless you got lidar in the thing, which is essentially like a radar. And Elon Musk will make the case of like, well, humans don't need radar, and only humans got radar is a Superman. And he really did say Superman in the earnings call. He says all sorts of stupid crap. It's like, oh, okay, great. It's a 13-year-old boy, guys, I'm telling you. And on top of that, you guys know this stuff. He's like endorsing the far right party in Germany, getting involved in German politics. And so it's not just about the one salute thing, right? One salute thing, you're like, okay, it's pretty questionable, et cetera, but it's putting it all together. And his mom is defending Elon. So if you like Elon, you're like, you know what? Go with mom. This is such a ridiculous story, right? This is May Musk, Elon Musk's mom. May Musk says, Elon Musk's mom, the mom, she says, I have been receiving so much hatred because of the CNN panel with Cramble yelling about Nazi salutes. Elon Musk must sue them. Thank you, Scott Jennings of Kentucky, for trying to intervene with the truth. And Elon Musk, I guess, replying to Bubble Bath Girl and Campbell. I don't know who Bubble Bath Girl is, but you guys can let me know. Good idea. So I guess now Elon is going to sue CNN, and that's what you do when in doubt. When someone's calling out your fraud, you sue, right? May Musk also says, you're right, sue Guardian and the NewsHour too. Oh, okay, yeah. So Elon Musk is now going to sue all the outlets for pointing out that he's giving Nazi salutes. That's how ridiculous these people are. But people follow this stuff, and we make jokes about these things, but I can't cry all day every day about it. But I do want to emphasize the seriousness of it. So in this situation, this one really caught my eye today. Elon Musk foe escorted out of Fed office after refusing to resign. Basically, as you guys know, Elon Musk is partnered with Donald Trump, bought the presidency, and he's looking to buy other presidencies in other countries. And essentially what they're doing right now is Trump and Musk are kicking out a lot of the inspector generals, basically watchdogs in various agencies. I believe it's 18 different agencies in the federal government. And it's happening so fast. They did it within like 24 hours. One of the ones, inspector generals, I believe this is Phyllis Fong is her name. She was one of the ones that were adamant about investigating, Elon Musk's company Neuralink because they're unsafe. But it's not, and this is the thing I want to really point out. It's not that this particular person is like, oh, I just have it in it for Elon. It's just, that's these people's jobs is to protect consumers, to protect the citizens, right? To protect the public. Like that's what regulators do. That's the goal. And Elon and Trump, they're like, oh, no. They're just targeting us. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, if you're a criminal, you're going to get hit, right? But that's the point. Like that's why you want law and justice in a society. To root out corruption. But unfortunately, we have felons and corrupt people at the top. And so that's why they want to fire all these attorney generals. They want to fire anyone in the Department of Justice. They just want this lawless land. That's why they're cutting government, et cetera. It's frustrating to see this stuff every single day when it's so freaking obvious what's happening. But that's what's going on. And, you think at the end of the day, they're eventually going to implode. How much longer can, Musk maintain his house of cards? And I don't think much longer, because that's why he's rotating into doing other things, right? He knows Tesla's, it's over for them. When your, CEO is basically doing whatever substances, getting involved, all sorts of stuff, anything but Tesla. He barely talks about Tesla. And then when he shows up to the Tesla call, it's like, dude, are you on something? He's giggling through the thing. I'm numbing it up. So if you want to listen to it, you can. It's like an hour of nonsense. There's so many half-truths, lies, and misrepresentations in what they're saying. And it's just all based on, dude, it's the future, and Tesla's going to be the most awesome company. And then you got all these social media influencers. And honestly, I don't know, actually. The guys on YouTube, you'll see them, or the Twitters. It's one of two things. Either these people are, well, I know they're being paid that because they're all paid on Twitter, or they're paid by engagement by Elon Musk will, retweet their videos and then people go watch their video, etc. So there's that. Are they paid by other ways? There certainly is a possibility. That stuff I don't know. I just don't know. But yes, they're paid through Twitter. The other issue is as well though is like, some of these people have stepped away, and that's people who are pushing Tesla stock because they know it's a sham. Other people's are like, well, I mean, I'm just push whatever stupid crap Elon says because there's money in it. And then there's people who are maybe actually believe the stuff that Elon says. Does Elon himself believe that stuff? I doubt it. He's not that stupid. But I mean, you never know. For all we know, he's got a bunch of yes people around him, and he actually does believe the lies that he tells. But this is sort of the issue is like, how long can you kick the can down the road, right? And that's what we're watching. Like, how long can you promise products that never come, and then when they don't come, you just make up new products. And so that's what we're looking for today is when your stupid robotaxis and when now it's humanoid robots is the future. And you'll probably hear all of the Tesla fanboys and fangirls tell you, yes, we're all going to have 10 robots in our house and we're going to be so rich from having 10 robots, right? And you guys already know the logical fallacies of that. And you can write it in the comments. I mean, it's just so stupid. Anyway, that's what's going on. Please be safe out there. That's Tesla earnings. And I'll catch you in the next video.